Student Music Network. My name's Tom from Cam FM, and I am here with Femi today, an upcoming artist who's been making noise in the underground scene. We're going to be talking about his journey, the grind behind the scenes, and also get into his upcoming and most recently popular track, Noble. So first off, Femi, how are you doing today?
I am doing splendid.
And what's been keeping you busy these days?
I've been doing a lot of traveling, bouncing in between Dublin and London, getting a lot of work done for my upcoming project right now. Um, but yeah, I've been very stacked, like preparing gigs, doing a lot of rehearsals, and yeah, just making music.
I am going to ask you about these upcoming projects like very soon. But in the meantime, I want to start from the beginning of this. So first, tell me, what was the moment you realized you wanted to take music like more seriously?
It was 2020. It was COVID, and I remember I was already like in a band at that time, and the main producer we had kind of like we had a leaving cert, which is the equivalent of like your GCSEs, and the main producer's parent was like, "You can't do music this year. You have to take your study serious." So we're like, "What are we gonna do?" So I just kind of made the decision myself. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna continue just doing music by myself and just learn. So lockdown happened and all I had was my laptop. And I was like, right, let me just learn like how to make music properly. So like that year I just kind of took music quite serious, and then things kind of started flourishing from there.
Okay. And like when you first started music, what do you think was like harder, like finding your sound or getting people to like listen to said music?
I don't think I really found anything hard, I'll be honest. Um, I think things just kind of naturally came my way. Like with people that I work with, or like people that I reach out to, like when I kind of first started making music and kind of like became friends with them before making music. And like so like everybody I make music with right now are all like my friends. So it's been a really, really blessed and like easy journey for me so far.
Okay. And like what do you think has changed between like when you started music, like back in lockdown compared to what happened now?
I say now, like I've kind of like I'm getting closer to I would say perfecting my sound, but I'm still on that journey of perfecting my sound, kind of like seeing what does family mean to me. And I say like obviously what's changed is like I have a way bigger listener count and like fan base, and the people are actually like hungry for my music and actually want more from me. So it's a pretty cool feeling to have.
That is like it's like insane to hear that kind of change because speaking of like how hungry people are for your music, your single Noble, it's not just my for you page, but like everyone's for you page. Like I'm seeing like edits, like traps, like literal like clothing videos based on like the song itself. It's just always in the background. It's just taking everyone. So the single Noble, what does Noble mean for you personally?
Noble is kind of like my what I was writing about was kind of like my type in women. Actually, I was like, I like someone that's kind of like noble, has like a code, like moral compass, and is like confident in themselves. So, like the word noble kind of really stuck out to me that day, and I just called the song Noble.
Okay. And like with the song Noble, was there like a specific moment or experience behind it that you wrote from?
Um, I think I remember I just woke up quite late after a night out, and I missed the studio session I was meant to go to. So I just, out of guilt, like panic, I was like, I need to work today. So I just opened up my laptop and just started this idea. And I was like, I really liked it. And like on my flight back home to Dublin, I just kept on listening to the instrumental. I was like, that's a good song. When I'm kind of hooked onto something like that, and like the melodies start flowing in my head and like the words just start coming straight to me, I was like, I think I did it. Like, and I remember sending the demo to my managers. I was like, guys, I think I I did it. And then that's when I just posted on TikTok and the rest was history.
Oh, okay. Um, all that you gotta do is what kind of headspace were you in when you started writing the song Noble?
Um, Funny enough, I was in a quite rough headspace. I was going through a breakup, and like I was kind of thinking of that person, so I just started writing, and it was kind of quite therapeutic for me. And who knew that was the most profitable therapy session? Not too bad. But yeah, that was like the headspace I was in.
Did you feel like the song like helped you at least get over the breakup?
Not necessarily, but like it was an indicator that like, oh, my purpose in music is still there. I should continue going.
Ah, okay. And do you feel like the track Noble represents where your sound is heading currently?
Not really. I really think Noble was just an idea. Like all my songs sound different, but all have like a relative thing that they can all relate to. That like I really love songs with space, like reverb and kind of like tracks that feel quite euphoric. I like making songs like quite big, so that's kind of like my sound. But I say going in that direction of Noble, not really, but like I like making all sorts of tracks.
Oh, okay. Um, and like with the song itself, was there a lyric inside that track which stood out to you the most?
Eskimo kissing in the club.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was my favorite lyric as well. You know, after the chorus, like just hearing that with Eskimo kissing in the club, yeah, I think I'm in love. Honestly, stuck in my head.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite lyric. Because I just thought it was just such like a funny detail, but such a big detail to put in. Like you could just envision it, like you're just rubbing noses with someone at the club. Like I've seen it happen before. I've done it before, and I think it's a very intimate thing. That I just thought would be really cool to put in the song.
Now I get that. It's a Eskimo kissing is definitely a lot more intimate than just like randomly drunk making out.
Yeah.
So, a bit of an escape from the track now. Kind of want to explore your like, you know, take on this. What is something about like the underground scene that you are in that people don't really see?
How much work people put in before making having a big hit song. I think people think like, oh, it's just like your one hit wonder, but you're like, you've only just discovered me now. I've been making music for like the past like 8 to 9 years right now. So like this is just your idea of what you see right now, but there's been so much hours, blood, sweat, and tears put into this before it led up to this moment. So I think that's a thing a lot of people don't see. They think people just come out of nowhere, but like they've been around for years. You just found them now.
Okay. And like with like the like what is it? The increase of reach with your new song, do you feel like you're pressured to follow what's trending, or do you feel like you need to stay true to yourself as well?
I never felt pressure to do anything that's trending. I just like making music that's true to myself and like what I like to make. That's something that I'll never change. Like that's the thing with Noble. Noble was a song that I just thought was a cool idea to make. It wasn't even a trend or anything, or any of my music is not really trend hopping. It's just what I like to make and it's my own sound.
Okay. And obviously, like at the beginning of this interview, you mentioned that you have a few future projects coming out. Would you be happy to tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, like I think it should be like 6 songs I have, hopefully mid-June, uh, for it to be released. But it's gonna be quite like a up tempo, a lot of just summer songs. There won't be any like slow songs on it. But like I think people will be very excited to I'm very excited to share what I have. I think it'll be there's a lot of bangers on it.
And I am very excited to hear this. This is like news to me. It's just increased my dopamine a bit. And What do you want people to associate with your name as you grow in this music scene?
Um, I want people to associate when they listen to my music or like hear my name is like I want them to feel good about themselves. I want people to feel confident in themselves and know that there's no limitations to whatever, and like the sky is not your limit, it's just your starting ground.
Alright, and, my final question for you, if someone is just discovering your music today, what would you want them to take away from it?
Um, hmm, I say life is a party. Like, just have fun.
That's okay. Well, oh, no, no, wait, wait, you might be on something here. Yeah, no, yeah, that you're definitely on something. Well, dude, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it.